Hi, welcome to the short form class. So let's do a few short forms together tonight. I think everybody here knows the short form pretty much. So let's do some nice, soft short form practice and enjoy it. So I'll just turn this down. Am I here? Okay. So let's do a short form, and I do it the way I teach the short form on here, which is from here. So feet together, and we do it nice and slow and soft. So we're in attention posture. So we're going to sink into the right and step out shoulder width, and then just relax into the left foot. Bring the right foot round and relax. Sink into the left and let the arms float up and down. So then we turn on the heel of the right and make the ball between the heart and the dantian. Step forward and left into ward off left, turning the right foot on the heel. Step forward and right into ward off right, bringing the left foot round. And then roll back, press, yield, and push. We're going to turn on the heel of the right. So if you were in the class today at 12, we're going to go nice and soft and slow like we did earlier. So we bring the left foot round, right foot round, and then we sink into the left for lifting hands, shoulder stroke, yield with the left, yield with the right into white crane spreads wings, and then softly sink that right hand down. Fold the left hand over, brush past the knee, and sink forward, turning left, sink into the back foot, turning right, and play guitar. And then we'll open up again. Fold the left hand over, brush past the knee, and sink forward. Sit back, turning on the heel of the left. Make a fist with the right and step forward to the corner with the right. Sink into the right. Step with the left and sink forward to punch. Turn left. Turn right. And sink into that left foot. And then turn on the heel of the left. Sink into left as the hands cross and step out shoulder width. Okay, so I'm just going to adjust here. So we sink in the left, step around with the right and bring the right hand to the hip as the left hand comes round to push. Roll back into the back foot. Press into the front. Yield into the back. And back into the front. And then we're going to turn on the heel of the right. Make a hook with the top hand. Turn the waist to the right. Sink into the right as the hook goes out and step around with the left. Look at the palm and turn it over as your right foot comes round. And then we sit into the back foot, turning on the heel of the left. Step forward to the corner, turn the waist and sink the two hands down. Pick up your left foot and punch under elbow. So stay in the right foot as we turn right and back to the center. Step back onto the ball of the left and yield with your left. Bring the right foot round. Push into the back foot. Turn left and open up. Back to the center. Step back wide with the right and yield with the right. Push with the left. Turn right and open up. Back to the center. Step back with the left and yield with the left and push with the right. And then turn to the left and make the ball. Bring it with you into the right foot. Sit back into the left foot and look over your shoulder and then step around with the right for diagonal flying. So we stay in the right foot as we make the ball and step up with the left parallel and turn to the left, bringing the right foot round on the heel so the 2 feet are parallel, and then we sink into the left, step together, turn right, sink into the right, step apart, sink into the left, step together, turn right, sink into the right, step apart. So make a hook and bring it up the center line. Send out the hook, Step out nice and wide with the left and bring the right foot round. And then open up again. Sink into the right and turn the left foot out, and we step up for one golden rooster. And then step back with the right and the left foot comes up, second golden rooster. Turn to the right. Step back with the left to cross hands, fan out and kick. And then we turn left. Step back with the right to cross hands, fan out, kick with the left. So then fold your left hand over, brush past the left knee and sink forward. Keep turning left as the back foot peels up. Left hand comes over the right and softly sinking down. Needles at the bottom. So we straighten up, step forward with the left for iron fan. Penetrates the back. Then we turn on the heel of the left and sink the right hand to the dantian, the fist to the dantian, step around with the right and strike with the right and bring your right fist to your hip as the left hand comes round to push. Roll back into the back foot and split. Then turn back to the right, pick up the right foot, bring it to the corner and sink the right fist to the hip. Step with the left and sink forward to punch. And then sit back into your right foot as you turn on the heel of the left. Fan out, sweep the right foot round and kick with the right heel. Fold your right hand over, brush past the right knee, sink forward to push. Sit back into the left and turn on the heel of the right. Step forward with the left and punch down with the right. Turn left on the heel of the left. I'm just going to adjust. Step forward with the right and toward off right. Roll back. Press. Yield. And push. And then we're going to bring the right foot round on the heel. Send out the hook. Step round with the left. Look at the palm and bring the back foot round 45 as the left hand turns. And then we turn on the heel of the left for fair ladies. Sink into the left. Bring the right foot round and step with the left to the corner, roll up and push. Turn on the heel of the left. Sink into it as the right hand comes to the heart. Ward off, roll up and push. Sink in the left. Step forward with the right. Step to the corner with the left, roll up and push. And then we're going to turn on the heel of the left. Sink down into it. Step around with the right and roll up and push. And then softly turning on the heel of the right. Press the left hand down to the dantian. Step forward and left into ward off left as the right hand sinks down. Turn on the ball of the right hand, step forward and right into ward off right. Roll back. Press. Yield. And push. Now we're going to turn on the heel of the right. Turn the waist, send out the hook and step around with the left. Look at the palm and turn it over as your right foot comes round, sinking into the left. And then open the right foot back out and draw into the right and sit down. Turn the left foot out and we make a fist at the left shoulder. Drop the hook and step forward, turning left, make a fist with the right, and turn to the center to cross the fist. Step back with the right, sweep across with the left, and slap. And then take the left foot out to the side. Spin around, sink into the left, sweep lotus, and bring the right foot down on the heel. Make two fists. Turn the waist to the left to strike with the right. Turn the waist to the right to strike with the left. Pick up your back foot, hammer down into the left palm and split. And then turn back to the right, picking up the right foot. Step to the corner, sink into the right. Step nice and wide with the left and punch with the right. Turn to the left. Into the back foot as we turn right. Turn the hands over and sink forward. And then we're going to turn on the heel of the left. Sit into the left as the hands cross at the heart and step out with the right. And then stay in the left foot as we turn the right foot back out. sink into the right, and bring the left foot back in, and then we straighten up. Okay. So let's just do a few warm-ups, nice and slow, like our practice. The 12 o'clock practice, if you weren't there today, was all about slow. I've posted it here on this YouTube channel, so you can have a look at it as well. It's a good practice to get us into the habit of going even slower. So, and if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. And I've posted more information. I'm going to a beginner's class Monday night, and I posted it on my Facebook page. So you might share if you have a Facebook page. I would appreciate that. That would be great to get the word out there. So I'm just going to do a few warm-ups, but we're just going to feel that feeling of, say when we come down in the form and we're bringing the hands down. And when we bring the hands up, notice a feeling, imagine a feeling of resistance in the air. Like you're pushing down, it's like you're in water. And you can also get the feeling that you're sitting on something, that there's support under your bottom here, that you're actually sitting on something that's supporting you. So then when we do, I'm not going to do the first three, I'm just going to do the step forward. So we're going to just sink, step back a little bit. So we're just going to sink forward now, as if there's resistance as we're going back and resistance as we're coming forward. So we feel the weight shifting back, shifting forward, and feel like your arms have to move like through treacle or honey, just something very viscous. Notice if you're wanting to speed up, just notice the desire to speed up and just stay nice and slow. You notice you're working your legs so much harder when we stay down and move slowly. Okay, great. So let's sink into that back foot, and we're going to swap the feet. So we sink in the left, step forward and wide with the right, and adjust yourself, and then softly forward, softly back, feeling like you're moving through something heavy. There's a resistance to moving forward. There's a resistance to moving back. Your arms are just almost floating. Okay, and we're going to come back heel to heel again. So find your nice attention posture again. Feel the whole body. Notice how it's feeling now, going really slowly. And then we're going to sink into the right. And we're going to do stepping like a cat nice and slow and controlled. So well done for being here, because this is a more advanced way of moving. You have to be able to keep your mind calm when it wants to rush ahead. Okay, great. So heels back together. We're going to sink in the left and step with the right. Soft and slow. This one's a good to work your balance, because we're spending longer on one leg. Okay. And now we're going to step forward and left to the left, and we're just going to explore this one. So as you're sinking into the right foot, the right hand is, as you're going back, the right hand sinking down. And as you're coming forward, feel that resistance as the air as you come forward. And feel the resistance as the air as you turn to the right. You're going to feel it in your arm as you go back to the center. So we're sinking into the right foot, feeling. It's almost like you have to push through the air to come forward. Push through the air to come back. So who says Tai Chi isn't strenuous? So now we're going to bring the left hand in as well. So you have a feeling of pulling with the right as you push with the left through that air. And then pulling with the left as you push with the right. So this strong energy now building between the hands. This resistance creates or generates a strong energy. Now let's finish in the front foot. We're going to swap the feet, heels back together. Let's take a moment here. Feeling all the way up and down the body, and feel into your hands now. You might notice them tingling. I find the energy really builds up and I practice really slowly. So we're going to sink into the left and we're going to step forward and right with the right hand. Now we're just going to do the left hand, left arm on its own first. So we're sinking through that viscous air as we turn left and back to the center. So this has a yielding feel and this is a more active feel. So your hand is floating down through this heavy water. And then it feels like you have to push through it. So resist the temptation to tense up in this. Keep everything soft. It's just softly pushing against this air, softly yielding into it. So this time when we get into the front foot, we're going to start bringing the right arm in as well. So the right arm pushes and then the left arm pushes. And then the left arm yields. And then the right arm yields. And then as the left hand is yielding, the right hand is pushing. And as the right arm and hand are yielding, the left arm and hand are pushing. The last one. And then we'll sink back into that back foot again. Bring the feet back together. And now notice how you're feeling again. This is hard work, so just acknowledge it. Well done for sticking with it. Now we're going to sit down into the feet and we're going to investigate this with waving hands. We're turning the waist to the left. So now as this hand is softly sinking down through that heavy water, this hand is coming up. Feel the resistance as you turn to the right and then softly swap the hands. And swap. I find it harder to talk when we're doing this slow and it just stills my mind. And come back to the center. And now let's just soften out the spine because we've been working quite intensely. So just take the glasses off for this. And we're just going to make these circles softly sinking down, knees bent. Just letting yourself hang here. And just reaching back a little. Just make this really soft and slow. Leaning back to look at the ceiling here. Now when you get here, let's just hang. You can keep the knees bent, just soften everything. Let go on the neck, let go on the shoulders, let go on the knees. So now to come back up nice and slowly, turning anti-clockwise. And we let the palms touch here. Keeping the knees bent, just feeling that stretch in the spine, the back. Leaning back. Letting everything hang when you get to the bottom. So we make these circles smaller. Okay, great. And now let's do our little massages. Feeling into the tummy. Just relaxing now, we've been working hard. So just let yourself relax and send some of that nice energy we've been generating into the tummy. And then we're going to swap the other way. Loving the tummy. It's not a place we generally love. You know, I often give an out about the tummy, so let's just love it. And then the kidneys. Okay, great. And now we're going to do the ears. And hammer. Okay, great. And now we really get these hands burning. Okay, great. Now we're going to bring that heat to the eyes, the whole face, the head. And then anywhere you feel would like some extra nice energy, we'll build it up again. Then bring it down the body, or wherever you feel. I bring it down into my feet, into the ankles, and the calves, and the shins. Just giving some kindness to the knees, all around the thighs, all around the buttocks. And give it down the arms, all around the arms. The shoulders here. And let's give ourselves a big hug for just being us, for our persistence, our enthusiasm, our Tai Chi work. Lovely. So now, let's just do a form or two together, soft, easy, relaxed, flowing, nice and soft. We won't go like too extremely slow, but just slower than, let's go down about a third slower than we normally do, just to feel that resistance as we're moving forward and back. So let's focus, that's our intention, is to focus on the air being just heavy and resistant a little. So attention posture. And let's sink. And step out softly. Bring the right foot round and just relax. Softly feeling the air as we float up and down. Feeling it, the resistance as you turn left and back to the right. Ward off left. Turn on the ball of the right and softly in for ward off right. So just feel this flowing soft, like water, flowing softly. A slow river. There's no rush. It's just flowing around. So lifting hands softly into the left, softly back for a shoulder stroke. White crane spreads wings and then softly, softly down the front. Brush, knee and push. Play guitar soft and easy. Another brush, left knee and push. And then softly into the back foot. Make a fist with the right and feeling that soft flowing down into the right foot. Into the left softly. Left, right. Pushing forward. And then turning on the heel of the left. Softly sink into the left. Step back with the right for crossing hands. And then sink in the left. Step round with the right and feel like this pull and soft push. Roll back. Softly into the back foot. Softly into the front foot. Opening into the back foot. Pushing into the front foot. Turning on the heel of the right. Diagonal single whip. Step round with the left, look at the palm and bring your right foot round as the palm turns over. Sit softly back into the right foot, into the left, and we step to the corner. And then feel this heavy air as the two hands sink down. And then coming up softly, punch under elbow. Turn right to open up. back to the front, step back with the left, push with the right into the back foot, turn left and open up, step back with the right, push into the back foot, turn right and open up, step back with the left, and softly pushing with the right, making this ball. Sink into the left and step around for diagonal flying, opening up. Make the ball with the right hand on top as your left foot steps up, and then turn to the left, making the ball with the left hand on top as the right foot comes round. And then we sink into the left for waving hands. Sink into the right, step out. Sink into the left, step together. Sink into the right, step out. Make a hook with the right. Send out the hook. Turn on the ball of the left and step. And then bring the right foot round and open up again as the right foot goes back out. Sink down on the right and turn the left foot out. And then we sink into the left and pick up the right for first golden rooster. And we step back with the right, pick up the left for the second golden rooster. So turn to the right and softly, feeling that resistance as you come back into the left. Fan out and kick. And then turn left. Cross hands, fan out, kick with the left, and then fold the left hand over. Brush knee, softly to push left, right, and needle at the bottom. Then sink down into the right, step forward with the left for iron fan. And we're going to turn on the heel of the left, sink the right hand to the dantian, step around with the right, sink into the right and roll back. Softly into that left foot and split. Turn right and pick up the right foot, step to the corner, sink into the right, step wide with the left and sink forward to punch. Turn on the heel of the left foot. Kick with the right heel to the corner. Brush right knee and push. Turn on the heel of the right foot. Step with the left and brush left knee and punch down. And then turn on the heel of the left. Sink into the right and sinks down and comes back up into ward off right. Roll back. Press. Yield and push. And then we're going to turn on the heel of the right. Send out the hook. Step around with the left and turn the palm over as your right foot comes round. And then we're going to turn back for fair ladies. Sink in the left. Step to the corner with the left. Roll up and push. Sink in the right. Bringing the left foot round. Sink in the left. Ward off with the right. Roll up and push. Sink in the left. Step forward with the right and sink the right hand to the hip. Roll up and push. Turn on the heel of the left. Sink into the left and step around with the right. Roll up and push. And then turn on the heel of the right. Sink into the right and step forward and left with the left into ward off left. Turn on the ball of the right and step forward and right into ward off right. Roll back. Press. Yield. Opening to the energy and push. Then bring the right foot round. Send out the hook. Step out with the left, look at the palm and turn it over as your back foot comes round. So then we open the right foot out again. Sit down into it and we make a fist at the left shoulder. Drop the hook, turn to the left to make a fist with the right, and then the fist cross. And then turn back to the left. Step back with the right, sweep with the left, slap with the right. Take your left foot out to the side and spin round, sink into the left, sweep lotus and bring it down on the heel. Turn left and right, hammer and split. Pick up the right foot, sink into the right, step with the left and punch with the right. Turn left, turn right, and sink forward. Now I'm going to turn on the heel of the left and sink into the left as the hands cross and step out with the right. And then just stay in the left foot as the right foot turns back out. Sink into the right and bring the heels back together. And we straighten up. And then just notice all the sensations in the body. Okay, so we hardly have time to do another slow short form. So let's just go to crossing hands, or we go to the piece that connects waving hands, diagonal flying to waving hands. This week's lesson for the beginners, them like short form, middling, not so much beginners anymore. So let's just go to there. And we won't go quite as intense, so just softly feeling it this time. So heels together. And we sink in the right. Step out. And sink down. And turn on the heel of the right. Softly into the right. Softly into the left. So notice, even though we're going a bit faster, we have a little sense of this dance of energy. Press, yield, and push. So keep a little sense of that resistance. Step around with the left, look at the palm, and bring the back foot on, and then sink softly into the left. Yield with the left. Yield with the right into white crane spread wings. And then sink the right hand down. Brush left knee and push. We were working on it in the beginning of this week. Play guitar. And the other brush. Left knee and push. And we sit back turning on the heel of the left foot and just adjusting. Pick up the right foot. Bring it down, look into the corner and sink. Step with the left, punch with the right. Left. So feeling the magic of the push. Opening the body, drawing that energy in. Step back with the right. Then stay in the left. Step around with the right. Pull and push. Roll back. Softly. Press. Gather. And push. Single whip. Diagonal. Step around, look at the palm, bring the back foot around. And I'm going to sit back, I'm just adjusting here. Step to the corner with the right and then softly sink down into that left foot. Pick it up and punch under elbow. Then we turn softly to the right. Step back with the left. Repulse the monkey. Turn left. Step back with the right, repulse with the left. Step back with the left, push with the right, and then make the ball. We bring it with us, feeling that energy between the hands, stepping around and then opening, stretching that energy open. So let's keep going actually. So we step up with the left, bring the right foot round, and then we're waving hands, sinking into the left, step together, sinking into the right, step out, sinking in the left, together, sinking in the right, step out. Bringing the hook up the center line, step with the left and bring the right foot round, and then we extend the right foot back out as the left extends forward. Draw the energy into the heart, down through the body, and we turn the left foot out. One golden rooster. Step back in the second golden rooster. Turn left softly. Cross hands, fan out and kick. Left. Softly into the right. Cross hands and kick. And then fold your right hand over. Sink forward, push. Left. Right. Needles at sea bottom. We sink into the right as we straighten up and step forward with the left. Flower and fan. We turn on the heel of the left, keeping everything relaxed and soft. Step around with the right and strike with the right. Pull. You have that feeling of pull and push again here. Roll back and split. Make a fist with the right. Step around with the right and sink. Step forward with the left and punch with the right. Turn left and sink into your back foot. Sink into the left and we sweep the right foot round and kick with the heel. Fold the right hand over. Brush right knee and push. Turn on the heel of the right foot, ward off, feeling with the left. Step with the left and softly punch down with the right. Turn left. I'm just adjusting here. Step up with the right into ward off right. And roll back. Press. Yield, opening and push. Bring the right foot round. Send out the hook. Step out with the left and bring the back foot round. And now fair ladies again. Turning on the heel of the left. Sink into the left, turn the right foot right around. Step to the corner, roll up and push. Turn on the heel of the left. Sink into it. Step around with the right, roll up and push. Sink in the left. Step forward with the right, roll up and push. And turn on the heel of the left. Sink into it, step around with the right, roll up and push. And then we're going to turn on the heel of the right. Press the left hand to the dantian. Step forward and left with the left. Step forward and right with the right. Roll back. Press, yield, and push. Now bring the right foot round. Send out your hook. Step round with the left and bring the back foot round. And then we open up again. Sink down in the right. Fist at the left shoulder. Fist with the right and they cross at the center. Step back with the right and slap. Take the left foot out and sweep round into the left and sweep lotus with the right and down on the heel. Make two fists. Step up with the left and hammer and split. And then we pick up the right foot, step to the corner, sink into the right and punch. And then turn left and right and sink forward. Turn on the heel of the left. Sink into the left as the hands cross. Step out with the right and then just stay in the left foot as the right foot turns out. Sink into the right. Step in with the left and we'll straighten up. Okay, so well done if you've stuck with that for the soft, intense Tai Chi. So now let's sit. We've earned a nice sit down. So let's find that nice feeling of, I like to sit right on the edge, Tai Chi style. So feel your bones and then slide them off the seat. So it's like you have a ward off in the legs, lovely round ward off here in the hands, and the thumbs are touching. And with all that slow practice, it's nice to be quiet. To just feel the whole body. All those little energy vibrations in the body now. Just notice where you're feeling any pulsation, vibration. And then let's bring our attention down into the soles of the feet. Feeling how they feel on the ground. Notice where you can feel parts of the soles of the feet that you actually can really feel. Feel around the heels, on the outside edges, on the balls of the feet. Notice if you can feel where your toes are touching the ground. Imagine just letting your feet melt down and be even more supported by the ground. Imagine they're even melting into the ground. And allow yourself to quietly listen to the sensations in the feet. Just allow your attention to dwell in the feet. Notice what happens to sensations as we dwell there. And now bring your attention into the calf, the ankles and the calves and the shins. And just focus your mind on that part of the body. Without trying to do anything with it, just listening, feeling. Now let's bring our attention into the knees. Now into the thighs. Feel all around the thighs. Just listening to the sensations. Feeling them. Now let's feel into the buttocks. Notice how they feel on the seat, on the chair. Notice the feeling of the chair under the buttocks. So now let's feel all around the torso, all around the pelvic area. Feel around your hips. Notice how the hips are feeling. And into the pelvic area. Into the tummy. And up into the chest, just listening. Feel across your shoulders. And all the way down the arms into the hands. So feel into the hands now. So listen to the sensations in the fingers. In the palms of the hands. In the wrists. Up along the lower arms. The elbows. The upper arms. And across the shoulders again. Feel into the neck. Right into the center of the neck. The outside of the neck. And right up where it connects into your head, into the skull. Just feel that connection there. And now let's feel all around the face, the sensations in the face. The cheeks, the lips, the forehead, the scalp. So now let's sit with the whole body. Quietly with our body. Just being present. Without trying to fix or change anything, just allowing the body to be. And to be. And to be. Okay, so let's bring our attention back out and just acknowledge yourself. For this practice, it felt a bit like an intensive to me, so it was a deep session today, this morning and tonight, and that so low takes us deeply into ourselves. So just acknowledge yourself for having the patience to sit and stay with yourself. And you'll reap the benefits in the long run. It's just those different ways of practice that just enhance and enrich our whole Tai Chi. So have a lovely evening. Feel a little hug, give yourself a little hug and take that energy of all of us practicing together with you. And have a fabulous evening. Lovely to practice with you. And I shall talk to you tomorrow at 12 if you're there or whenever. So, lots of love and blessings to you and me and all of us. Bye for now.